Tonight's big story, the cost of eating healthy is getting further out of reach, with new figures revealing just how expensive it's become. Fruit and veggies are up 15% on this time last year, according to the latest numbers from Stats NZ. In fact, food in general increased by 8.3% in the year to August, the biggest jump in 13 years. Even a basic shop is now a budget blowout.
Very tough, yeah, but you got to go with it, don't you?
Yeah, nearly $5 for a capsicum, it's pretty crazy.
Food prices have gone up by 8.3% in the year to August.
Over the past month, we've seen an increase in fruit and vegetables, and as many consumers will have seen, particularly in tomatoes, so they've increased 30%.
We knew that those numbers were getting worse, but we certainly hadn't expected them to get so much faster so quickly.
These are the numbers. Pantry and fridge staples such as dairy cereals and pasta are up by 8.7% in the past year, driven by the rising cost of eggs, yoghurt and, of course, cheddar cheese. Fruit and vegetable prices are up 15%, capsicums, potatoes and onions the worst offenders. Economists say it's an indicator of a bigger problem in the wider economy.
It really highlights that the inflation challenge that New Zealand faces is not over yet. In fact, in some parts of the economy, it's still getting worse.
So for the time being at least, that's the way the very expensive cookie crumbles. Now, for more on this, let's bring in John Murphy, who's the Director of Vegetables New Zealand. Kia ora, John. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I just want to start off with what is actually causing this jump in prices and just how bad will it get?
Our growers have seen some really skyrocketing input costs right across the board. So everything from diesel, which, as you'll know, is near parity with 91 octane at the moment. That's really hurt us, but also with staff, we've had big increases in costs and also a real lack of availability of people. That really affects our productivity. And also fertiliser. Just last night, we got a note through from one of the two major fertiliser companies saying our costs have gone up again in that area. But that's really just the start of it. For vegetable growers, I think that the seasons have not been kind to us with weather this year at all.
What veggies are the most expensive right now, John? And are there any others that are actually reasonably priced? Can you give us some hope here?
Well, look, I think the key thing is that there's always good value vegetables out there if you look for ones that are in season. And so the ones that are more expensive are ones that have had really tough conditions where growers have found it hard to get them out of the ground. But you can still get a kilo of potatoes or carrots or kumara for around $3 a kilo at the major retailers. And things like broccoli have been pretty consistently around $3 a head. So there is good buying there. And it's actually really important for our growers that people go for those items that are of good value, because those are the things that are available. And so we need to sell them. We're very happy to get those healthy, good tasting vegetables into people's homes.
All right, what's needed to solve or ease the situation overall, John?
Look, I think that we really do need policy settings that recognise when we've had really bad seasons like this. There's a lot of talk looking out into the future about the weather and what that can mean. But we really need people to understand and support us in times when we have rain or hail or storms or things like that. It's very difficult. And I would add that indoor growers have had very bad conditions also this year, with stories of some of them having flooding through their production facilities as well. So that and fuel prices have been really difficult. But we need people to get out and support New Zealand vegetables. The more assurity we have that we can sell our product and that people want it, the more we can get in and produce for what the market needs.
Well put, John Murphy from Vegetables New Zealand. Thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you.